Alright, we're going to look at more of these playtest cards. Going to page 3. Guerrilla Tactics! Ah, they're so cute! Oh my gosh! Okay, alright, sweet. And then this is a pretty common Bolivian Green, Obstinate Baloth, and stuff, things that you get to cast for free if they make you discard them. I love it. I love everything about it. Why can't this be a real card? Besides the silliness of the name. Everything about this seems totally reasonable outside of the name. Even the name is right on the edge of the sort of silly pun they might go for. Why doesn't this get to exist? This sucks. Oh wait, this one doesn't say not for constructive play. In their haste in trying to make this DIY type stuff, this guy is fantastic. I wonder, yeah, no. In their haste to kind of give this whole set a charming DIY appeal, they accidentally made this one legal for constructed play. Yes! Graveyard Dig. I don't know why this has brackets around them. There's no reason for these brackets. I don't get that. Oh! I should have read the whole card! Hey, well, that's kind of cool. This is a neat way to phrase it. And they have kind of... It always seems a little awkward to me, but it is actually more elegant, I think, than a lot of other solutions. And it's kind of cute, I suppose. So the overload mechanic uses this sort of wordplay. If you play the overload cost, every time it says target, you change it to each. So this is kind of similar. Yeah, I don't know. That's fun. I could see this being design space they should go for. Either way, I don't think this card is all that good, though. Maybe this mode is fine. And then, but paying 4... It's like, why are you... I don't know. Growth Charm. Oh my god, that's not allowed! This is so not allowed. What kind of digital-ass digital game do you think they're making here? So Rampant Growth is like a ramp spell, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, it's an enchantment? No, yeah. It's a ramp spell. Giant Growth +3/+3, and Regrowth is one card from your graveyard to your hand, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's cool though. I think this design is super clever. But like, wow. they okay. Gunk Slug. Okay, 3 gunk tokens and what is this? Dominion? Is this Tentacore? There's a various deck building games that have this as a thing. That you can dilute your opponent's deck with useless cards. I think it's actually a super cool mechanic and super fun and well, not super fun, actually super frustrating to play against. But it's cute. It's really cute and clever as a design. So the awkward thing is, like, what, they have to like sleeve up these cards the same way that they've sleeved up the rest of their deck, I guess. Yeah, it's so close to being feasible. It's such a neat idea. And like the power level seems pretty cool too. Like it's often not going to have any effect, and then you just have a 2/3 for 2 or 3. But it can really slow them down. It can be actually super impactful. I don't know. I love it. I wish it could exist. Again, it's kind of like mourning the physicality of Magic. As a digital card, this would be easy to implement. High Troller. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Well, what can you even say about that? Nothing. You just gotta move past it. We gotta just pretend we didn't see this. This devious look in his face. My god. I don't know. There must be something absurdly busted you can do with this. Or maybe not. I have no idea. How to keep an Izzet Mage busy. Return how to keep an Izzet Mage busy to its owner's hand. I think I saw this one too. Can we make it arcane? If you made it arcane... Oh, I see. Well, it depends on what the splice card... Yeah. What it... So if it if it was arcane, sorry, I get the joke now. If it was arcane, then you could just repeatedly cast it. And you could cast any, shoot, what's it called? I don't know, let's just look up arcane. So this is kind of an obscure mechanic. It was just in one block, which is why everybody hated it, because it was very parasitic. So some instants and sorceries have arcane, and then other ones have splice onto arcane. And what that means is that, yeah, you pay a splice cost. If you do, add this card's effect to that spell. But what a lot of people don't get, a lot of people don't see why you would do this instead of just playing it, but you don't actually lose the card. You just reveal it from your hand, and you can keep splicing it onto other arcane stuff. So basically, this just gives you infinite splices of whatever stuff you want. Okay, I get it, I get it. That's very funny. Very funny, guys. Also, this card is just absurd. It's probably good in Storm, I would imagine. I actually don't know. I don't know if you would want to play this in Storm over like anything else. I'm sure it's broken somehow, though. Even without the arcane, I'm sure this is broken. Imaginary Friends. Woo! Now that is cute too. Yeah, no, this is actually super cute. The art is cute too. So you need some sort of anthem effects. You need some way to buff tokens or white creatures or whatever. There's a lot of those. It's not like unfeasible. I think this is actually at a pretty cool power level. Because, Lingering Souls. For some reason I kept thinking it was called Innocent Souls. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Lingering, well, this only gives you 2, I guess. I don't know. I can see this actually being at an acceptable power level. Patient Iguana. In your opening hand and you're not the starting player, you may reveal it. If you do, you become the starting player. Wow. I love this art too. Wow, wow, wow. I think this should be allowed. If there's cards that can mess with like your mulligans and stuff, I think there should be cards that can mess with this. Or I shouldn't say cards. There's card, singular, serum powder. It's crazy. I wonder how strong this is. Like, combo decks would really want this. But then if you're mulliganing aggressively to get this, then you're not really getting much else. I don't know. It's cute, though. Very cute design. Innocuous Insects. I see. Oh, gosh. I don't know why it's an Eldrazi. I guess because it's actually just such a horrifying card. So yeah, you just do this to draw cards a bunch. And maybe sometimes it's a combat trick too. I don't know. How strong is it? I don't actually know. Has there ever been a creature with buyback? I have no idea. But yeah, this is cute, I guess. I don't know. It reminds me of a scene that I just read in Made in Abyss, which I'm reading right now. Ha 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 ha. Enough said about that. Inspirational Antelope. Okay, so here we can see the Legacy ability again. This kind of lines up with a lot of things in Conspiracy, where you're choosing specific card names and stuff. There they just had you note it down somewhere and keep it hidden. Here you're actually writing it on the card. So this is a little different than the gold one, because here you just set it, and then this card operates that way for the rest of the game, for the rest of all games. So it kind of makes sense. You put this into the deck that supports it. This is, yeah, to me this is like a pretty cool design space. You just have like custom cards. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Also, this is like one of the very few times, so ability words are like flashback isn't an ability word. It actually changes how the card is played. Something like sweep, how it's in italics, is because it doesn't actually have any rules meaning. There's no functional difference between this card that has all of this text and this card that has all of this text, plus it's describing it as sweep. This is just to make it easier for you to understand what the card is doing if it's like a complicated effect. So I think this is like the first time ever that they would have something that actually cares about what ability words a card would have. So that's bad, I think, because I think there's been times where they reprint a card and then they remove the ability word because the ability word isn't in that set, so it doesn't really help at all. Is that true? I don't know. For some reason, I think that they've done that before, but I don't actually know if that's true. Anyways, so that's kind of crazy. This whole card is crazy, but I like the design space. I like this custom card things. So, oh yeah, so legacy, that's an ability word too. But yeah, I don't know about caring about ability words. I feel like that is going to be a lot of trouble if they ever try to do that. They probably won't though. Interplanar Bushwag. So a Bushwag is a really obscure hold card that I love. It just looks so silly. Look at it go. Its ability is so funny too, and if it's ever in combat, it just like balls up and it doesn't fight. The flavor text is cute. Everything about this card I love. I should just buy one. I want to start just buying some cards that I like, just to have. Anyways, this creature enters onto the interplanar battlefield. Players can't control creatures on the interplanar battlefield. Ah, see, I tried to come up with an idea like this too. I actually made some cards that had a mechanic called Wild, where they weren't actually under your control. The creature would be under the control of a third player. The third player would get their own turn, which was just a combat step, and then certain conditions on the card would dictate who the wild creatures would attack. And it just seemed so clunky and like a rules nightmare. And basically, the cards has to be. It's like if the card isn't undercosted, if it didn't have really good stats for its cost, then there's no reason to play it over a creature you actually control and can attack with reliably. But then under those situations, like it was basically really hard to set the power level of these cards, is what I'm saying. They were either useless or too strong. So it solves some of those things. This is much less rules baggage. I don't know. It seems to have the kind of the same. Why does it? Oh, so it can attack on both turns, I guess. Yeah. Swag. 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 Okay. Well, that's a lot to take in. I wonder if we'll see other interplanars. Jacosian Isle. So Jacosian, there's a Jacosian Island fish. Oh. Island fish Jasconian Isle. So this card is funny because it used to be an island. It had island as one of its creature types, but island isn't a creature type, it's a land type. The way Magic works in its rules is that every subtype is either like a creature subtype or a land subtype or an artifact subtype or whatever. There's nothing that's both. This is a way to avoid a whole lot of like rules baggage, which is why like Dryad Arbor is a dryad, a forest dryad. It's a land creature forest dryad. The forest is the land type and the dryad is the creature type. It's a little clunky, but you know, I think this is a fine way to implement this stuff. This I don't think is good at all though. What about colorblind people? How are they supposed to know what color it is? Well, whatever. So yeah, for a while this thing was an island. But it wasn't a land, so it was like an illegal card. And then they just made it a fish, because it's not really an island fish. So, okay, so now it is a land creature island fish. Just like Dryad Arbor. Cute. That's very funny. Just like Dryad Arbor, it has all this stuff. And it's battlefield tap. Doesn't it tap during your untap step? And then I think this is, yeah, this is how this card works too. That's really funny. I love this card so much. And everything in this is legal in the rules. They could easily make this card. They just won't because they hate us. we haven't earned it. We're not good enough for this card. Look at this art. It's so beautiful. I'm so sad that this is like the only time I'll ever get to see it. Kaya Ghost Hunter. Okay, so this is really interesting because Kaya is a real character. Kaya already has cards. This really goofy caricature of her is, I don't know, maybe a little suspect. Sydney Adams. For a second I was hoping that she had drawn like other art of Kaya. I wouldn't say that's really what I remember Kaya looking like. I guess she does have an afro. I pictured her hair being like more down. Okay, so she actually does have an afro. I thought they just decided to add an afro, and I was like, okay. So what does this do? Exile. Okay, so it's the haunt mechanic, which they really didn't like, and they probably will never bring back. How does it even work exactly? The fact that I can't remember how it works kind of tells you how problematic it is. It's like the creature dies, and then it becomes an aura. Oh, that's not. What? Haunts? Oh, here we go. Oh, I guess this isn't searched because it's remainder text. It dies, exile hunting target creature. Yeah, so you can see how it works. It's not really that complicated. It just wasn't really that good for gameplay either. Sure. So I don't get how this works in the rules, because you have to exile it, and then it shouldn't be able to use its other Planeswalker abilities. So you have to do these first, and then you haunt something? I guess? Yeah, okay, I guess so. I guess that's fine. That's cool. So you try to get both these off, and then you haunt something. And it's like kind of a risk. Ooh, will they kill it? Do I have time to do all of this? Whatever. You can also like haunt something immediately, then bring down a second one of these. Oh, Ghost Haunter. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. At first I thought this said just Ghost Hunter, and I was like, I don't even get how this is a joke. She's literally a ghost assassin. Is that a cool idea, dude? I think Kaya is so cool. I feel like Kaya is underrated. She's a ghost assassin. That's such a cool idea. She kills ghosts. Look, she's just out here killing ghosts. Is this what that show Danny Phantom was about? Maybe. Okay. Let's move on. This card is crazy. Cod Etlan She's Envoy. I don't really get what this means, but I see that he's a hominid. Sure. Okay, so it's like a big lord for merfolk, and then a whole bunch of creature types that nobody remembers. Hammerids were like the rival hominids, and they're both bad. Oops. Or not? What? I've definitely heard the word camerids before. Okay. So they just made it up for this card. Okay, that's fine. Cephalids I remember. I had a couple cephalids as a kid I liked. Codex Shredder. Oh, so this is the first time it's Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so yeah, first off, we want to search here. Yeah. Oh my god. So I feel. Okay, hold on. So we know about cephalids, of course. The camerid. I don't know why I put plural. That was the problem, is that I put plural. Oh. Okay. Why is this so hard? Let's try searching text singular. Okay, I knew it was a thing. I knew it was a thing. Gosh. This card I think is super cool. I think this card is like so hilarious. Okay, yeah. These are like the other. So these are like baby homerids, maybe. They're. I don't fucking know. Let's just move on. Frozen adaptation. Enchant creature storm. Whoa, an enchantment. Okay, alright, cool. So Frozen? There's like Frozen grip. Alright, yeah. Frozen is just there's just stuff going on here. I don't think this is like a specific reference. Oh, yes it is. I knew this art looked familiar. It's this guy. Yeah, this guy's actually pretty great. Well, I don't know. Certainly no Sakura Tribe Elder. Certainly no that sloth that everybody's playing these days. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. This is probably broken. I don't know. Lantern of Undersight. You draw cards from the bottom of your library instead of the top of the library. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. It actually has a lot of really interesting gameplay applications, but just in this bizarre variety of corner cases, which I just find so beautiful. Gotta love underdecking. Oh, so much to love about this card. I wish. Oh, Trick Jarrett. That guy's like all over the community. He like posts on Reddit and stuff is what I mean. Yeah, this is super sick. I wish this card existed. I so wish this card existed. I don't even know where to start with cards that play off this in an interesting way, but there's a lot. Just like screw you, Terminus. Wait, Terminus puts on the bottom, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Large box. So, each player discards a card, then loses 1 life, then sacrifices an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a land, a planeswalker, and a tribal permanent. Whoa, going deep. Then exiles a card from the graveyard, then puts the top card of your library into the graveyard, then removes a counter from a permanent they control, then gets a poison counter. So this is, of course, a reference to Pox and Smallpox. Pox, you know, it does a bunch of stuff. Smallpox does a bunch of little stuff and really creeps me out with the art. This art is really nice, though. Oh my gosh. Who's this person? Wow. This is some classic Magic art. I love this one, too, so much. Anyways, yeah, not much to say about it. The art is like super high effort. Has this guy actually done? No. Who are all of these people? These people who work for Wizards? A lot of them can draw pretty well. So you just pay it once, and then it's good forever. The Motivate. Is there already a card called Lazy Goblin that this is in reference to? No. I'm not surprised. Huh. Yeah, I like it. I mean, this alone is really good. That it ETBs and does 2 to any target. Like, that's already totally viable in a lot of decks. And then you get this weird body. A goblin bod for sure. Huh. Look at that art, though. That's impressive. Learned Learner. Hey, it's a Cephalid. We were just talking about Cephalids. Wow! Okay, this is really cool. Again, it's these cards that I really love, where there's, you know, probably a dozen cards. Let's find out. There's I would guess on the order of 10 to 20 cards that modify your max hand size. And then it's like a really powerful effect as long as you have one of those. Why is this one here? This has none of these words. Oh, skip scissor her to. Oh, okay, right, obviously. Yeah. I see. 30 cards. Okay, I was kind of close. Yeah, I think this is like really cool. Just stitching together all of these really obscure cards into like this really just high value card draw engine. Yeah, this is cool. I wish this card existed. Lightning Colt. Yeah, that's cute. It's like Lightning Bolt, but it's Lightning Colt. Why isn't this a real card? I don't see what the. What? What? Crazy. Okay, so this is something Marlo's talked about before. He had a really cool article about if he could go back and make Magic again from scratch, what things would he change about the rules? And one of them was don't have instants and sorceries be different things. Make instant a super type. You can get rid of flash as well. So instead of sorceries, or instead of instants, you would have instant sorcery to describe a sorcery that could be played at any time. So yeah, functionally I'm pretty sure this is just flash in terms of actually playing the card. But then things that care about instants will care about this. So that's actually really cool. Probably the rules don't support this, but this is really cool. I kind of wish it existed, and I'm sure Maro does too. Okay, we've reached the end of another page. We still have a long way to go. We're going into we're just hitting like the halfway point now, probably, or we're close to it. So please stick around for the rest. I am having a blast. These cards are absolutely bonkers. This is like, it's like as unsets become more and more high effort, as Silver Border becomes like a game of its own, I think this is such a brilliant way for bringing out that other side of Silver Border, which seems to be of less importance, which is just absolutely insane cards mechanically. Like not just kind of silly mechanically, but just like they bend your mind about how the game could be played. And then lots and lots of references to Magic Past, which they're kind of getting away from. Instead, they're just doing kind of unique, silly lore for Silver Border, and not this reference mania. So I'm really, really happy to see they still have an outlet for these, that they're still coming up with. Oh, this card. Oh my gosh. I just want to like frame it. It's so beautiful on every level. Okay, that's all for now. See you next time.